My journey at the youth this year has just been one of strengthening, one of learning what I believe.
Didn't expect anything of it, but then when I started coming to youth, they made me feel like I was one of their family members, or just like their brother.
One of our Wednesday night services we had recently, where the spirit of fear was just completely broken off my life when it came to the aspect of worship or just being free to worship and love Jesus. But we literally got in the street that night, and God really was speaking to me as I was worshiping, like, you can be bold, you can do this for Jesus, you can just show your faith, and just the full freedom just of everything was just completely just coming over me, and I just really felt the Lord broke things that night.
RSM came to minister to the youth, and they just did an altar call. Pastor Brian came up to me, and he prayed for me. So encouraged after I left that service, and God really touched me.
One of the first services that we had where we were having a baptism, and I just remember being out there at the rock hole and with Nathan Hammontree playing his guitar, and it felt vulnerable. It was just like us and God, out there in the middle of nowhere.
Was one night Pastor Chase was preaching, and I can't remember exactly what he was preaching about, but it was just kind of confess everything that you had been dealing with in your life to your family or someone, higher up than you that you kind of look up to. And I remember that night just going home, and my mom was with me, which was crazy, and we were going home, and I just let everything out, and it was just like a weight that was just really lifted off my shoulders. It was just like, God's here, He's got everything under control, and it was really amazing.
I wasn't a part of the youth group for a while. After my mom passed away, I just kind of distanced myself from church, and I had started going back for a few services, and I was working and stuff, and I just felt like I just wasn't a part of anything. And Alyssa convinced me. She was like, Autumn, you need to come to this end. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll go. And it was probably one of the most life-changing moments, because I got to know so many people in the youth group, and I got to know myself even better.
I was singing in the worship band, and Keon gave me a word about how I was going to help women in dangerous situations. And he said he had a vision of me getting women out of wells and helping women in those terrible situations, and that hits really close to me. And then that same night, Molly Kate Dollar sang a song over me that she heard from the Lord. And I think that was a very defining moment in my relationship with the Lord.
In this next season of life, I'm gonna be at RSM, so I'm really excited, and I'm just really gonna lay down this next year and just dedicate it to Him, because I know that laying down this year of my life, He will reward me with everything that I've dreamed of.
This next season, I'm hoping to really just grow in knowledge and understanding, and really building a strong foundation for my faith and belief and who I am in God.
For Him to see me grow in my faith with the Lord.
Because I feel like He's really established the freedom and just breakthrough of everything in my testimony that He just really broke off.
I expect God to just really give me wisdom to do whatever He's calling me to do next.
I hope that God will give me a greater understanding of just His presence and just the ability to know Him.
Lead me where I need to go and what I do, and just be there for people.
Things are ending and new things are beginning, and I'm starting at RSM this year. It's gonna be my first year, and I'm just expecting so many things and so many changes in my life even now.
I'd like to thank Ramp Church for the sense of community and the family that's been given to me throughout the period of my life where I've lived in Hamilton.
Thank you so much for just giving me just a place to just come and just be who I am in the Lord.
And just getting to be a part of this community has been so amazing, and I just want to thank you for loving me and for seeing the potential in me, and just for letting me be who God has called me to be.
Just a big thank you for y'all's own individual relationships with the Lord that is just shown so openly, from worship services to prayer meetings to just going after God and just showing just kids like me in high school that you can burn for Jesus.
I really want Ramp Church family to know just the impact that being with a family has had on me. And I did not have a church family before I went to the Ramp. I did not have a group of people that just supported me unconditionally. And it took a lot for me to be able to go to the Ramp. It took a lot of fighting and a lot of standing up for myself. And I just really want to thank Pastor Micah and Miss Karen for just always being who I needed them to be and being an example. And for anyone in the church that's ever given me a hug or just asked how I'm doing, I don't have that a lot of times. And just having people that just love me, it feels really good. And that's something that I'm gonna miss a lot, is having those people that love me like that. So that's what I want to tell Ramp Church family, is thank you for loving me unconditionally.
Class of 2020, first off, I just have to say congratulations. Man, you guys have endured a wild year. I mean, look at the season that we've just been in, and you guys are graduating high school in the midst of it. I just have to say, I'm so proud of you. Each one of you individually embody the heart of Jesus. Samantha and I have been so honored to have the past 2 years to be in your life and watch you grow into the men and women of God that He has shaped you to be. There's no doubt in my mind that wherever you go and whatever you do, you'll have hearts that continually pursue Him and you will be used by Him mightily. I love each one of you guys deeply, and you have made such an impact on my life personally. And I'll never forget the class of 2020, not just because of the season and the circumstances that are around us, but each one of your faces in worship, each one of your prayers, each one of those moments where you were there before the Lord, giving Him your all on a Wednesday night, even when you didn't feel like it. That's why you need to be congratulated. Yes, for an accomplishment of finishing high school, but I congratulate you for this season of growth in Jesus. That even though He'll congratulate us at the end of our lives, at the end of the season, I want to say the same thing that He's going to say to us one day when we see Him face to face. Well done. Well done, class of 2020. Well done, class of 2020 Ramp Youth. You guys are going to change the world.